Hello there guys, and welcome to my video on a tutorial of my game Ghostseeker, but instead of the normal Ghostseeker games, which are just levels, this is going to be a new type of one that I'm working on called Ghostseeker Scrolled, which is different. It's in picotron instead of pico 8. So if you're ready, let's just go right into it. The first thing we're going to do is go into our main thing and type cd space /. Then we're going to save as ghost. I'm just going to call it Ghostseeker tutorial. And now, when we save, it's going to show up that. So, let's get started. I'm just going to make the bare bones of this thing. Function init. So basically, if you're new to picotron or pico 8, functions are whatever is in it, it'll do it. Which init underscore init, this will only do it when you start up the game. So we're gonna press tab, so we're in here. Then we're going to do x equals 0, y equals 0. So these are new variables that we're going to create. And also, we're going to work in here. I'm just going to use the original Ghostseeker sprite that I made in Pico 8. But because this is in Picotron, we've got we got 8 more pixels, but we're not going to be using that. Really. Wait, I made it wrong. Basically, this is going to be the Ghostseeker sprite. If you don't know what Ghostseeker is, you can go see my videos on it. I believe I built this wrong. Okay, that got rid of all that, but it's no problem. So, basically, here I'm gonna reset this. There we go. I'm gonna flip it. Nope, flip it again. I built this wrong again. Oh. There we go. No. I'm messing this up. So, basically, you might have a different sprite mind that you made, but I just make this. This is wrong, actually. I just wait, hold on. There we go. So I made it. So then we're gonna go to this color, fill that in. Then I'm going to create this highlight. Now this is not really important stuff. Now this is going to be a bare bones tutorial. This is only going to be the movement and the function of the ghost. I think I made this wrong. Bam. There you go. Then I'm going to do Control-C, Control-V. And all I'm going to do is change all of these colors to only have the eyes and the outline. So in Ghostseeker, how we make the ghost look cool, which I'll show you it later, is I'm just gonna create this, right? Oh, I know, that's wrong. So how I created, why I actually created Ghostseeker is because when you're a ghost, well, in games, when you're like a ghost, you don't have to worry about collisions because you go straight through walls, and that is the origin of Ghostseeker, because I just wanted to create a game that that I didn't want to have any collisions, because collisions are hard in Picotron and Pico 8. So I just decided I'm just gonna make a game where you're a ghost. So I'm just gonna this is where you create the maps, by the way. You might think to use this, but the scrolling is in a certain way that makes it very hard to use that. So we're just gonna go with this simple map right here. Now back to the code. We're just gonna do functions update. Trying to spell draw. So as you might suggest, what is update? What is draw? Update is where all the code is going to it's more like a calculate whatever is inside. So to do this, if btn 0, oh, this is different in Pico 8, which this is Picotron, so it's like this. This would be a capital L. That, it would be that, but it would look like the left button. And so these are just arrow keys. I think I built this wrong. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. btn like that. Y plus equals 1. Normally you do minus, but because this is scrolling, we want it to go down when we're trying to go up. Because that's how scrolling in video games works. So that's just the simple movement. Now down here, we're going to do CLS, which will clear the screen, but we're doing 1, which is that color. So it's this color. This color looks nice on your screen. Then it's time for the layering. So then we're going to do SPR, which is sprite. Then we're going to go 18, because this is that sprite. 18 x y. Then, actually before it, we're going to go 1. And we're going to put at the middle of the screen 240, or this is 63 in Pico 8, 135, which is also 63 in Pico 8. So this will now display our thing, but when you go over, when you go like under the map, it looks like that, which looks like how it looks in that. So if I go exact same coordinates, but we're doing the ghost sprite, it looks the same. But when you go under, now it shows that. Now in my game that I'm basing this off of, Ghostseeker Scrolled, we actually use A, which is 2, which is true speed. So we're going to change this to that. And now we go a little bit faster, and it looks like this. And this is just how we did it in it. Now, this is just the basic movement. The sprites aren't clean at all. It's just a basic thing. So, I hope you got a little bit from this tutorial of scrolling. You can make this huge if you want. Like 1,000 by 1,000. And then go to town making all of these sprites. And then now, when you load into the game, oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna make it at actually 240. Nope. So you also have to change this based off of that stuff. So that's like the starting value. So now I'm kind of like in the void, kind of, but it just is how this whole entire program works. And then there's more complicated stuff like the dash abilities I add into the Ghostseeker Scrolled, which the video is going to come out soon on what I'm talking about, but if you want to have early access to it, I'm also on Griffpatch Academy as Ninja Second, and I'm doing a devlog on the actual Ghostseeker Scrolled, which is amazing. I'm so happy about that project. So yeah. Bye bye, guys.